Desde el Estadio Caliente.
We are live.
Yeah.
What's up, people?
Bienvenidos.
Welcome to the Xolocast. How are you?
Excelente.
Mr. Nate, he's back. Rafa, as usual, as always.
Speaking in Spanish, welcome back to the Cholos. Coming back from a win with our friend Nate.
Yeah,
How are you
probably
today?
the biggest win, not ever, but one of the tops. That was awesome,
Psychologically,
dude.
the win that needed to happen 100,000,000% for everybody, especially for Pareja, because this was everybody's eyes were on what did you do for the last game, a 4-0 loss. What are you going to do for this one? Are you going to pull through? And he did. And we're back, baby.
I think as improbable as a victory as it's going to get this season, circumstantially, with how the game went, being down 2-1, aided by a controversial, and we'll just leave it
Very
at that,
controversial.
VAR decision, the way that Nahuel Pan scored that winning goal on the goal just down here behind us.
Super hard.
It was
That
very...
angle
was
was
amazing.
Everything about it was improbable. It was not likely. Cholos were against all the odds. Maybe they had a few things go their way, but nonetheless, it was a huge, huge win that I don't think anybody saw coming before the game.
Nope.
And I don't think anybody saw coming with 30 minutes left in the game either. So a huge win for Pareja, a huge win for Xolos, a huge rebound from Gustavo Bo and Ariel Nahuel Pan, who I thought had maybe their worst games through 70 minutes.
Okay.
And then they end up scoring the equalizer and the winning goals. I mean, football's such a funny game sometimes where
Crucial
they were
moments.
struggling and they end up being the difference makers. Big win for everybody.
Crucial moments like Miller's golazo.
Oh.
That shit is what helps other players when
Miller
they're
time.
playing good, like
Miller time.
Miller time.
Miller
It
time.
did
Miller
help.
time. It's Miller time.
It's a highlight reel of a goal
Yeah.
that he scored, and
Not like Guido's, but
It was funny, actually, on the broadcast call, I said, Guido Rodriguez, eat your heart out,
Yeah.
like, hey, almost, one-upping Guido Rodriguez.
it's like
But
you
then
thought that was good.
But what does Guido do then 10 minutes
another
later?
goal.
Scores another one
He shut
on the
you up.
volley.
He shut you up.
What a night for Guido Rodriguez, the former Xolo. Not celebrating after any of his goals. The very muted.
it was the
That's-
perfect night for Guido because he scores 2 goals, he loses, so the people of Caliente, they're happy,
Right.
and they're all loving him.
Oh, yeah.
He
Oh, yeah.
actually stayed here after the game.
Yep.
He went to the showers at the
Yep.
Cholos. He ate here.
He was
so
a VIP of the
he
Cholos.
loves the people.
That
here.
was really, really cool, and to see him have that performance back in here, he's like, hey, don't forget that I own this place still. It doesn't matter who I'm playing for, I come back here and I run the thing. But to see Xolos with those goals getting scored against them,
and still win.
after losing 4-0
That was
just a
pretty
few days prior, and still pull out 3 massive points in the league.
dude.
That was huge. And yeah, as we're getting here, getting ready for this thing, I've been watching you, talk about comebacks, man. I've been watching you boxing
That's
lately,
right,
dude.
that's
I'm
right.
I'm trying to protect myself over here,
Dude,
making sure,
Tijuana is a great place, but you need to be ready every day,
Hey,
all the time.
Tijuana is the #1 fight town in the world, so we're always ready. We're always ready for a fight. And speaking of fights, Pumas versus Cholos this Sunday. Pumas is coming back from a loss, a 2-0 loss against Tigres. So psychologically, we were talking about the wins and the losses. What do you think is going to happen with the momentum that Pumas has, with the momentum that Cholos has in Ceú, in Pumas territory? What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, it's the perfect time to be in Ceú. That is always a very, very tough place to play. And the last time I remember it being not an easy place to play, but a manageable result was back when I was actually there in September of
Last year?
2017. It was
Okay.
when Cholos won 2-0. At Pumas, and Pumas were having just a monumental struggle of a season. Xolos were actually under Chacho Coudet at the time. That feels like ancient history, but
Shout out to Chacha who won the championship.
Oh man, and with Racing, shout out to everybody down there with Racing. Gustavo Bo, loving everything still going on with Racing. But hey, as far as Pumas and Xolos go, that's the last time I remember Xolos getting a result. We'll have to double check. I think that's the last time Xolos got a result
Yeah.
at the U. That was it. And so that was a bad Pumas team that year. And then I think the next result was Xolos. I forget the exact score. Xolos haven't done well at that stadium in a while. That was the last win that they had there back in 2017. And so I'm looking at this as kind of a blessing in terms of Pumas being in 15th place right now and being a team that
Not
is
a great team.
not looking good this year.
No,
They
and-
fired their manager.
Yeah,
They're already
they're playing
through
horribly, dude.
playing horribly. So what better time to have to play at Ceú than right now here in April as you're riding high.
No, perfect moment.
Perfect timing.
You're wanting to get those 3 points to get into Liguilla. Your spot is safe and secure with maybe upwards of 25
Not safe
points.
and secure, but they definitely need to take.
That's the thing. If they win that game, it's funny. I still would say safe and secure. Oh, you're seeing this table right now. It's like Leon's historic win streak, by the way, matching. My God, La Fiera. Just 1 second. I know they're a rival, but
hold it.
La Fiera coming up on an 11-game win streak. That is the longest win streak in top-flight Mexican soccer. Get the stat, since 1970-71, when Cruz Azul, when the great Máquina Celeste teams of 1970s Cruz Azul, that was the only other team or the last team to win 11
you know what?
straight.
Cholos was the last one to beat.
And Xolos beat them. That was where the win streak started. Was Gustavo Bo in his first game back with Xolos scoring the goal in Guanajuato. That was on the road against La Fiera. It's incredible what this league has turned into. It's just completely flipped on its head. It's what it does. It's why we love it. So, if they win at Pumas, I am not prepared to say Liguilla spot safe and sound yet.
Okay.
If they win one more after that, I will be prepared to say top 8, but there's still so much that can happen with 3 games
I want to think that this Pumas win is going to give them just the spot, barely, but a safe spot in the Liguilla with one more win, which is going to be this Sunday. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a 1-0 win of Xolos at Seúl.
Look at this guy already.
Give me a goal scorer.
Miller Time is going to score it.
Miller Time in Mexico City. I like it.
Listen, I know stuff. America stayed here after the game because they flew to Ciudad Juárez, so they stayed here at Estadio Caliente, and Los Cholos opened the doors for all Las Águilas, right? So now, Las Águilas are receiving Los Cholos at Coapa, so they can be ready for Sunday's game. La Altura. Why are you laughing, man?
No, it's beautiful because I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. This all happened. No, it's coming together, and look. Some people have mixed feelings about how this is all gone.
I'm not angry at that.
I don't have a problem with it. America, I thought, just made good travel plans. When it's like, hey, we got to go to Juarez. We got to stay on the border. Let's not go all the way back, fly back, get tired legs, get cramped up, and then have to head back to Juarez for the Copa final. And clearly it seemed like it paid off. They get down there and get out to Juarez and they win that Copa final. So I love America. No, I'm just laughing because I think it's a beautiful thing that America are essentially reciprocating. Saying, mi casa es su casa, and come on down. So they went down early.
It's hospitality.
Right.
America doesn't like Pumas, okay? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Of course, 100%.
Yeah.
See, yet again on the show, I love it. I have a boxer and a psychologist, and yet again we come like right in the middle of it all, right there, exactly. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And that's perfect. And what about you, Alex? What do you think is going to happen, Pumas Tijuana?
I also think we're going to win because Pumas is playing super bad, and Los Cholos, they come very motivated after this win. Huge win, because now they have under their wing wins against León, Monterrey, and America in the same season. So they know they are good.
Yeah.
So I believe they're going to win.
2-1 Xolos. Goals from Miller Bolaños and La Pantera, Gustavo Bo.
Nice.
Probably a penalty for Gustavo Bo. Because he scores from open play. He scored actually the goal we're talking about at the Nou Camp against León back in his first game back. That was a beautiful goal from open play. He scores from open play.
But how important is it to score a
penalty?
penalty?
But La Pantera from the penalty spot, man, to have a guy that is that dependable. I think back to the game in Necaxa this year, 95th minute penalty.
Exactly.
The equalizer after all the VAR drama. I mean, that's a time where it's like that game was delayed for like 6 minutes. And to come out and just be like, give me the ball.
Yeah.
I'm setting it down. And to send Marchesín to not only convert, but to send Marchesín the wrong way on that and say, 2-2.
Huevos grandes, amigo.
Oops. No big deal.
Huevos grandes. Dude, literally, because, I mean, if he misses, that's our game.
That's it.
And a salute to, I don't think I've been on the show since this happened. A salute to La Pantera, but also a salute to his beautiful daughter.
Yeah.
They call her Martu. And Martu, who we talk about bilingual podcasting and bilingualism and everything we love of people who speak Spanish and people who speak English and people who speak both languages and bringing it all together here with El Equipo Sin Fronteras. the young daughter of Gustavo Bo, showing off her English language skills to me down on the field a couple of weeks ago. She can count to 10 in English. She can do all her colors in English. She can translate the colors. And it is very funny, too, when they say amarillo. I grew up with Mexicans, so I'm used to amarillo. When they say it, it's more of a amarillo. Amarillo. Oh, it's that I could listen to Argentinos talk and translate terms all day. But no, that was a really, really cool exchange with Gustavo Bo's young daughter learning English and wanting to show off her translation skills.
Great shout out to Gustavo and her little daughter.
Shout out to Gustavo's grit and huevos, because great. Shout out to Nahuelpan. That goal was a fucking super hard angle, and he still got it in. So that
something
was
that I love that I watched on the America game was all the people that are wearing the skull caps.
Xolo Güero. Shout out to a few people. Xolo Güero and my buddy Evan was up there. Shout out to Martin Casillas, a great local photographer who actually got the images out in the parking lot, the one from behind.
Dude, that was
awesome.
They looked authentic. They were so good to the point where I was like, did they actually shave their heads? No, they had the little the pull down,
and they even got the tattoo
on the tabs and everything. Yeah, so Ariel, I really like that he shared that on Instagram as well. So he has a sense of humor.
His spirit is high right now.
He loves everybody. So Nahuelpan sharing the pictures on Instagram.
Another shout out to Gringo Cholos. We saw him in the game too. It was a fully packed game, and we got to interact with him. We got a little shout out to the Xolocast.
Wait. Mi corazón es por Barcelos! We love you, Marty. We love you, Uncle Marty.
He's so intense, awesome. Dude. I loved him, dude.
We had a great talk.
I feel like
he's an awesome guy.
I can talk to that guy for hours because
we're gonna visit him soon.
Bridges, not walls, homie. Hey, gospel truth, baby. We love you, Marty.
Dude.
We're gonna be over there. We're gonna call a game from Marty's Pub. We got the invite, so we're pretty excited about that. And
I wanted to ask you one last question before we finish. Who do you think, Nate, is the breakout player of this season? The best player of the season for Xolos?
Best player or breakout player?
Okay.
Like someone I'm surprised by, or one just overall?
I'm trying to say which one is the best player for you, not the breakout.
Team MVP thus far.
Yes.
Through mid-April of this season. Man, for me, it's a toss-up between two people. It's either maybe three people. I put three in this category. I go Nahuelpan, Bo, and Ignacio Rivero.
Wow.
Nacho Rivero has been such a staple of this team through everything and such a steady figure through everything. El Torito is another part of that backbone. I love the Uruguayo, the Uruguayans in the middle right there, that partnership. That's good stuff. But you know what's funny? I really got to come back to the guy who I feel like electrified this place when he showed back up, and that's Gustavo Bo. Okay. Maybe with a very close second place to Nahuelpan because it was a similar type thing. But you remember when Bo came back? It feels like so long ago. Do you remember what this team was like? Do you remember the struggles of Lucero and El Cubo and going, where are the goals going to come from?
Dude.
That was this season.
Totally.
That was this season.
We were talking about this, and Bo came back.
So that's important?
Yeah, I mean, no, because Nahuelpan, Bo, I thought those were the two you were going to say.
Bo together.
But Bo was the one that started it.
It started with Bo.
And it's kept going, and Nahuelpan added to what Bo started, so maybe Bo could be the best player.
I'll give you my pick. I think it's Miller Bolaños. You know why?
Why?
Because he's scoring the goals, dude.
Yeah. Of late, Miller has had a hot
he's been consistent,
and that is what soccer is about.
Time
scoring
every
goals.
game. Yeah.
So I love it.
I love Miller time. We all love Miller time. Who doesn't love Miller time? You know what I mean? Or Bud Light time if we're hanging out. You know?
So once again, thank you very much, Nate, for coming.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Great to be up here in this beautiful palco, this beautiful view, looking over all of Tijuana, looking over the stadium.
Thank you to everybody that listens to the Xolocast, everybody watching in Spanish and English. Thanks for all your comments.
Saludos al Anwar.
Saludos a todos.
Todos, Cadena Deportiva, More FM, todos mis amigos.
Simón. And we'll see you next week, okay?
See you next week.
We're going to win, bitches. Bye-bye.
Peace.